Afternoon deep evil novel, climate change novel. Author and solo acting Ahmed Gaber abdelhamid. Episode 109. In the same event, but from Cambridge, Paul continue what his two colleagues started. How are you? As my two colleagues said, the earth are facing a strong crisis in the healthy food. And they provided a solution by planting the huge fertile lands in the poor countries. They also suggested to use the budget of planting Mars to solve this crisis. But also we suggested alternative space project of planting Mars to solve this crisis. Both projects can be did by the same budget of planting Mars. My part in the research is the alternative space project. We have to consider the nuclear energy as not fossil fuel. I mean, it is not increase the thermal confined. So it is clean energy. Also, we have to know the nuclear energy increased the manufacturer's ability of the human may be 10 times. But the negative effects on the nuclear waste, Stephen will explain in detail why the nuclear is clean and why it made the manufacturing increased. Also, he will tell you what is the dangers of the through the nuclear waste underground or in the oceans. But I will suggest an alternative of through the nuclear waste to Mars. I suggested to use the research made to planting Mars to through the nuclear waste to Mars. The idea start by important information. The nuclear waste is 3% of the total fuel usage. We can divide it to 4 space journeys. I suggested to use a spacecraft consisted from three components. The, the first is the spacecraft. Second is the nuclear waste drum. And third, drilling machine. A spacecraft will leave the Earth to the Mars at a very small distance from Mars. The spacecraft will turn on the drilling machine. Then the craft will push the drum and the drilling toward Mars. The gravity on Mars very small, so we need to fix the drum on the Mars surface. This is the role of the drilling machine. The drum pushed to Mars by high velocity. Once the drum arrived at the Mars surface, the drilling will digging the surface until the drum fixed on the surface. The cost of the four journeys to waste to through the nuclear waste in the Mars is a small ratio from planting Mars. But I think it is a new approach to make space projects useful for the human being. I invited you to listen to Stephen about energy. Pull sit. Thank you. See you next episode.